Hello, hello, everybody. How are you doing? Fixer Matt back here with another stream of Borderlands, Mr. Torgues Arena of Badassery, and we're doing another special edition exclusive second look, I guess, because we did already looked at this game one time. But this is the Into the Badlands expansion you see set up here, using MFC scenery and some combat zone scenery because it's not out yet. It's up to us to make our own battle spaces, and this is what I had. Try to make it look as Borderlands and Pandora-ish as possible. But yeah, we're also going to be talking about the end game for the current crowdfund game fund that's about to end. Yeah, that's the Borderlands 2 campaign, crowdfunding campaign on by MFC right now on their website. It's wrapping up in 25 minutes, and then we're hitting the end game. We got to keep the chain going. Don't break the cipher. So we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully we get it. I think we can get a few hours out of it for sure. So yeah, shout out to the Discord, Monster Fight Club Discord. Shout out to Monster Fight Club themselves. Thank you guys all for your support. What a great company. Let's show you some love. I am still listening to their Discord chat that's going on right now. So if you're not part of that for some weird reason, go over there. They're coordinating the end game in the general voice chat. Join up, say hi, be part of the community. It's fun. So yeah, maybe I'll do another quick explanation of how this game type works. I'm still not 100% sure. There's a couple rules that I'm still probably getting wrong, but I'll explain it best I can. Every character on your board here gets an activation. When they do their activations, they use their tokens, move around, attack. We'll be using a limiter instead of tiles to measure distance. That's for like range and movement. We have gear on our cards, and also on our cards themselves are skills. And I'm gonna put a card on the screen right now. Well, I have the cards available, so if you want to see a card, for this game type, just ask. Yeah, we'll put that up here. I'm gonna have that clock going on the screen too while we play, but I'll explain cards too, because these are definitely different from the normal Borderlands cards. So yeah, here's their skill tokens. That's normal, but here you'll see levels, their costs, their skills. These will increase with the card's level. Their ability, a couple abilities, and then the gear they will start with. You random draw these gear cards. And yeah, you get to pick them out and you sort them out and distribute them throughout your team as you wish. You can kind of see on the left side of your screen there, my team's already set up with their gear. Yeah, I'll put this window back where it belongs, and we'll see if we can get... Hi, Chaos. Yeah. I mean, if you want to stay in the Discord, I can hear you, and then I guess you can hear me, and I'm not, but then you're not hearing me twice, which is good. But yeah, if we're not looking at cards, I'm gonna put the game found on the screen. And we know how much time is left. 20 minutes till it officially closes, then the end game begins. Yeah, let me just think here. Where was I? Talking about differences to normal Borderlands. If you're used to normal Borderlands, have never played Combat Zone, there is luck tokens here. We use... Uh-oh, did my camera freeze again? Are you going to be like that today again, camera? There it is. We use these as luck tokens, so basically you can re-roll a dice, one of your dice at any time of your choosing, once. Yeah, there's also, if you're familiar with Combat Zone, the gonks, there's a similar concept in this game. They're called fodder. We'll toss another card on the screen. I'll explain fodder to you. They are like this. So they're similar to the other cards, but they only have one token. You can see right there, he only has one token, and he's very cheap. Only 5 credits or something, dollars. And not very many skills and one ability. So basically they are one shot dead. So you kind of want to protect them, and they take their turn when you do an inspiration round. Inspiration rounds are if you are running low on tokens and want to refresh them, you can basically skip your turn, refresh your action tokens to their ready side, but then your fodder would also get to make some moves and attacks, whatever a yellow token would normally allow you to do with your other models. But yeah, cannon fodder, they're like pawns too. They're just they're little meager guys. They're not gonna like do a show stop and move. Maybe they might, but usually not. Usually they're there just to soak up bullets, maybe grab objectives. They're not allowed to equip gear because they're just too uncool. Yeah. What else am I missing here? This game still has reactions built into it. So if you take a wound, you can react to that wound with one of your own tokens and, shoot back, run away, something else. One of the other differences from the combat zone format versus there's still, shout out to MFC for keeping the loot feel to this game type, because this is Borderlands after all. So when enemies do die, they still drop loot from the loot bag. Especially if you kill like a vault hunter, like someone who has 4 action tokens, will drop 4 pieces of loot. And it still takes an action to pick up that loot, but yeah, you can suck up the loot, get that as you play the game, and you go basically kind of grow stronger, and you have to swap guns and stuff throughout the game, just like Borderlands. Okay. Alright, just trying to think of any more last minute things I forgot about this game type that I need to mention. Yeah, we have some scenarios to play. We'll be playing the first scenario. Also, this team you're looking at have they have hang on a sec here, chat. Oh, I have the wrong book. Hang on. That's why. We're going to look at the scenario real quick, see what our objectives are this game. It's going to be one Vault Hunter on one side goes, and back and forth, back and forth. Scenarios. Oh yeah, I was going to say these teams you're seeing on the table are pre-made. They're out of the rule book, the beta rule book that I was given. So just a nice place to start. I already have the teams set up on the board. We have 6 objectives markers. Place them in a stack. It's a game's timer. Yeah, whenever a player inspires their team, they can discard an objective marker from the stack. So we're going to have a bit of a timer on this game. Let me find some of those. I might just have to use tires. I'll use tires. Just getting some more, getting the game's timer out, as they call it. Let's see, we need 6. Yeah, it said 6, so 6. 1, 2, 3. See number 4. There we go. Got him. I'll just put him right there for now. Great. Alright, I think it's time to start. My voice volume dropped some? Yeah, probably just because I'm muttering to myself looking at the tokens here. Alright, I'm going to grab my limiter and we're going to start rolling some dice here. We got about 15 minutes until the game fund ends and the end game begins. Pretty cool. 1,900 backers already, wow. I put my limiter down somewhere now, I don't remember where. Chat. Oh, here it is, found it. Okay, let's start with Miss Amara. I'm activating. Oh yeah, one more thing I should mention that the purple ringed models. It's kind of hard to see in camera, but these ones I gave purple rings so you can tell which teams are which. Hopefully, something new I'm trying, so I'm not. Hopefully, it has an impact. Because sometimes these unpainted models, even painted models, I find are difficult to stream and pop on the board sometimes. Cool. Anyways, let's begin. Amara is going to run over here behind these boxes with a green token. And she's going to call it right there. I know I'm playing both sides. Normally you would not play this game type alone. You play 2 players, but I don't have the luxury of a second player at this moment, so it's going to be me versus me, and I'll try to be as impartial as possible. But yeah, let's activate Salvador. I'll move him a green right there as well. Okay. Now we'll go back to team. Are we calling them team left and right again? Team left. On the left side of the screen, team right. Yeah, that's right, SD5K. No more Hexland. Yeah, that game, we're at 1905 now. It's going wild. The last 2 minutes of these crowd funds, you guys probably participated before. They always go nuts. It's fun. It's like a high stakes auction. Mordecai and Bloodwing. When this model activates, Mordecai can take a free green action. Let's just fly him. I don't know, I'm gonna fly him over here. And now Mordecai himself is gonna run over here. Maybe start shooting at Gunzerker Salvador. Just trying to see the distance here. Yeah, it's green to there. He does have some cover. So yeah, if you try to shoot, if you can see here, maybe I'll get the close up of him. You can see back here that Salvador is behind in relation to Mordecai. He has cover, so that means Salvador's +1 to his defense. I think I'll try to throw a grenade at him first. So yeah, I will. I'll use the yellow token. Or should I do it? Yeah, I'll do a grenade on him. And then we'll throw the grenade. We'll see what happens here. 1 sec. Okay, let's do the attack roll. The attack roll is 7, 8, 9. So it's explosive. Salvador's gonna have to use a green to beat that. He does not, so his green token becomes a red. First wound of the game goes to Mordecai. And then because it's explosive, I think he has to run away. Let's double check that. See how the rules got modified. Because I know we're kind of playing with even these explosion rules are a little different even from the current combat zone rules. So let's double check. I want to play this properly and show you guys this game properly and accurately. Explosive. Only with red of the target. 1 rolls, turn attack. Each model explosive attacks may stop. Okay, so it's only 1 wound now. But and I don't have to run away. I can stay there. This board is not included with the expansion. This is from the Monster Fight Club Edge Runners Combat Zone 2-player starter pack. So that's the other side is like a dark, like very like street like urban feel. This is the closest thing it had. It's like sand and had a Pandora-ish vibe that I have in my house. So yeah, Chaos has got it. Yeah, maybe I'm not sure. Other than cards, I'm not exactly sure what comes into the Badlands expansion. But yeah, if you want to, when you get the expansion yourself, this is what you would do. Find a battle space, make a battle space about this size. I think this is 22 by 30 inches. Anything roughly that size, even if you have just like a 2 by 2 squares will work. And use your own homebrew scenery, which you got laying around by some of the MFC stuff. It's fire. Same with this cardboard stuff you're seeing. These buildings came with the Edge Runners starter box. But the other stuff here, maybe I'll show you off one of my paint jobs here. This is just regular old MFC scenery. This is regular. This is their vending machine. You gotta have vending machines when you're playing Borderlands, right? And of course, they have their world famous cargo containers. I mean, if it doesn't even have to, like, the battle space is recommended this size. If you're gonna play bigger point games with more players on each side, you want to probably go a bit bigger board. But just like Combat Zone, it scales up. You could play this on a 4x4 pretty easily. Just when you do play 4x4 games, it will take a lot longer because you're going to be doing your first few rounds. You're just going to be moving everywhere, getting into position. But yeah, we definitely play big games at my house. And there's big scenery coming, especially with the Metro 2.0. You're gonna see a lot of vertical scenery. Not great for streaming, but I didn't build it up this much. But that Metro 2.0 scenery is gonna be so crazy. Lots of towers and buildings and stacked containers everywhere. I can't wait. Okay. Yeah, Salvador just got wounded, and we're gonna clap back, and he's gonna shoot back at Mordecai. Maybe he's gonna throw a grenade at him back. He doesn't have any bonus to it though, unfortunately. This side didn't get a lot of grenades. That side got a lot of grenades, and that other side of the table also got a lot of shields. But there's more guns on this side, so kind of interesting to see. But we'll just lob a grenade. Why not? Because you can hit both. It's gonna be red dice with explosive crits. So hopefully we get a crit. We did not. Just a meager roll of 2. Not gonna do very much. Mordecai will use his yellow shield to defend, and he beats it. So I guess the grenade doesn't hurt anybody. The grenade rules aren't too clear in this one. What happens if you fumble a grenade? Maybe that's one to ask MFC Goody later. What happens if you fumble a grenade? Because maybe it's just a little simpler. There is no a little simpler than Combat Zone with their grenade rules. Just counts as a miss. Yeah, Into the Badlands is definitely like Combat Zone. Definitely. That's why they sent it over to me, because I already have Combat Zone stuff. It's easy. It's almost the same, but there's just a few differences. Like I said, the loot system in this game is a lot different. You're still going to be using all the loot cards. You get a lot more gear in these cards too. And it seems like the teams are a little more small and with big guns, as opposed to Combat Zone, which is a little more strategy based. You really have to think about your gang, and you're going to have a lot bigger gang with more complex cards. This one you're going to have like a few good Vault Hunters, and a lot more fodder to play with. So different, more action, I would say, instead of more. You can kind of play a little fast and loose into the Borderlands compared to the Combat Zone stuff, but definitely plays well with each other. It won't be long before someone or even MFC brews up some rules that the Combat Zone people can fight the Borderlands people. Yeah, fumbling a grenade. Maybe I'll have to read the other page, but yeah, it usually falls at your feet. Should we look it up? Let's see what happened. I'll look up. I'm just looking at keywords here. Let's see the gear, grenades, starting gear, collecting loot, brawls, grenades. Grenades are weapons similar to guns. They show an attack. There are 4 main differences. Okay. Oh, they still are a free action in this game. Hold the phone. So that means I think Mordecai gets his yellow back, and so would. So they are still a free action. Interesting. Grenades are always exhausted. Oh yeah, they still run out of ammo though. That's the thing. Yeah. See, they try to preserve some of the Borderlands rules in this one too. So this one's the expansive grenade. Make sure that's tapped. Oh, that's Amara's. Whoops, wrong grenade. We'll put that one like that. It doesn't say anything about fumbling the grenade though, or even missing with the grenade. Yeah, so almost no penalty to missing, where as compared to combat zone, where if you mess your grenade throw up, you're gonna get hurt, possibly. Okay, so he reacted by throwing his grenade back. All right. He missed, so no big deal in this one. Those are out of ammo now. So then Mordecai still has 2 action tokens left, technically. I guess he'll use his green to just shoot. Do a general shooty at Salvador. Green action. He got a 4, 5, 6. Salvador is gonna defend with his green, I suppose. He also got just a 4. So out, poor Salvador is wounded. And he lost both his green tokens already. But he's gonna fire back. And he's got rapid to corrosive. Alright, rapid 1 of 2 versus Mordecai. It's gonna be an 8, 9, it's a 12 versus Mordecai's 9. Not enough, his shield's broken. Okay, then the second rapid attack for Mordecai, or Salvador. So many names to keep straight. 5, 6, 7, 8 versus Mordecai's 2, 4. So Mordecai will take a wound. And then we gotta roll to see if he gets the status effect of corrosive. He fumbled it, so no. Okay. Okay. Right. Alright, Mordecai has one more shot left, so or he's got one more token left, but he's gonna use it to retreat. Or should I just keep firing? He's gonna go for it. Let's keep firing on Salvador. Maybe we can really hurt him. It's gonna be a green attack, but a normal one. 8, 9, 10 from Mordecai versus Salvador's 7. Man, it's getting ya, Salvador. No, that doesn't flip over. That changes to red. And now Salvador can shoot back with his yellow. Doing lots of reactions here. So a real back and forth between Salvador and Mordecai. So Salvador's reacting with his yellow. He just got a 5. 6 actually. Um, 6 on his reaction versus Mordecai. Can defend with a green left. Not enough. Your green now becomes red. Okay. That's going to be the end of their exchange because they're both out of tokens now. So that was Mordecai's turn actually. Goes back over to here. We're going to activate Miss Mose. Grab my limiter. I've lost it again. Aha, it's behind me. Okay. Moses over here. she runs to this window with 2 yellow tokens. She can start shooting at Amara. Okay, Mara's got 1 red for shield and lots of tokens ready to go. Let's see what happens here. Yellow attack with, sorry, I just gotta read the cards here. There's when you, the cards are different every time because you're drawing randomly, right? So we got a gun that does shot and a mod. This makes her shock. The pilgrim mod makes her her elemental attacks even better. If all of this Vault Hunter's attacks with the selected type, or all of this Vault Hunter's attacks with the selected type, we're gonna pick shock as the type. Deal 1 additional wound. Yeah, so we're picking shock. So all my shock attacks do 1 additional wound now, which is pretty cool. See how much we can. Oh, 10 minutes. Wait, hang on. Oh yeah, we're in the end game now. Let's go. Just started. Campaign ends in 10 minutes. Let's keep watching for that. Yeah, Saraneth, good point. Yeah, there's 22 by 30 boards everywhere. Yeah, if you're really hard up to find a board, DM me. I could point you to a couple websites. I can print something for you. Or, yeah, man, I've even had desperate times where I've just used a tape measure and painter's tape on the countertop or the tabletop and just, drew lines with the tape to make the edges and went for it. Use your imagination if you're having trouble. So yeah, if you're not in the Monster Fight Club chat right now, get in there. They're coordinating who's going to be, doing the next Endgame pledge. So don't miss that. Sounds like it's fun. I'm listening over there too. If anyone wants to speak to me directly. That's why it's a little distracted. That's why I get start getting distracted from this sometimes because I'm listening to them over there. All right, what did we do here, chat? I forgot where we were. We were Moe's. Oh yeah, we haven't attacked yet with Mo. She's doing a shock attack on Amara. 3, that's 4, 5 versus Amara's red shield. Oh, Amara beat it. Good for her. She tied it with 5. Okay, so that's going to be a used token from Moe's. If I was Moe's, I would save that last token for reactions. So that's going to be her. Still got a lot of activations over on this side of the table here. All right. Let's bring this Skag in, I guess. Try to at least move some of these back ones up. The adult Skag over here is a purple one. So he's gonna run. Whoops. To there. I guess I'll put it there. He's in cover still. That's 2 yellows, so. Alright. That's gonna give this side of the table, team left, a chance to bring up their Goliath. see if we can go charging up at he's a big reckless Goliath. So he's gonna go running in there. He's got 4 tokens and 2 shields with deadly and charge, so he's gonna be pretty good. Put him 1 yellow there. And I know he has charge, but I think charge only works within red distance. So I'm gonna put him right there. He's probably not quite in reach, I'd say, but he's in melee distance. So they're not brawling. If you don't know what brawling means, if 2 models are within reach of this is reach distance, the width of the limiter. If they're almost touching each other, like 1 inch apart, less than 1 inch apart, they're considered brawling each other. And that means they're in an active scuffle. So if you shoot into the brawl, you could accidentally hurt one of your own guys. And they also can't escape the brawl too easily. If Mordecai here wants to run away from Goliath, Goliath might say no and grab him and keep him there in the fist fight. Okay? But that being said, they are not brawling, so they are only red distance for reach for melee. So this is melee distance by default. So he still can reach him with his big bad weapon, because a pickaxe will definitely give you longer range than just your arms. This is so exciting, man. You guys are really keeping the campaign going. I don't think it's gone under 9 minutes yet. It does say 2,400 in extended time. Man, that's awesome. 774,000 funded. Wow. Bravo, MFC. Everyone's very excited for this Borderlands expansion, myself included. Okay. So with that, Goliath runs 2 spaces up to Mordecai. He's got crowd control, but I think I really want to. If I hit, he's also got a deadly weapon right now. Oh. Let me say hi to the chat. Yeah, definitely currently streaming right now if you want to come over and check out the Into the Badlands expansion. Especially if you don't know, if you're not coming from Combat Zone, it just definitely will explain a lot of the new rules, and it's very different from the normal Borderlands rule set. Come join. There we go. So what were we doing here? Goliath is running up. He wants to smash Mordecai's stupid face in with a yellow token and his deadly pickaxe. So 1 hit here will do it because poor Mordecai got redlined from Salvador. He almost took Salvador out himself. That's a 6, 7, 8 from Goliath versus Mordecai's fumble. Oh. Yeah, shout out Android. What a homie. Wow. Bravo, Android. They're just saying if you're not listening in the voice chat, Android, who's a regular in the channel here, is responsible for the artwork we're seeing on these cards. I was compiling all the cards into one central location and getting all the data for us. It's awesome. Okay, so with that, Mordecai is out of the game. There's no respawns. No respawns allowed in this game. So we're going to... Oh, I think Bloodwing dies at the same time. Bloodwing goes. You're despawning there, Bloodwing. We'll drop 3 loot tokens because Mordecai had 3 action tokens. So we'll put down 3. Oops, pulled too many. So these would drop right here. The back side of these in this game type don't matter anymore. That's only the fronts you're worried about. They still do things like reload your weapons. You can trade them. You can use them to swap out inventory. You can use it to draw a gun card. But the value on the back and the flip over draw card symbol don't mean anything in this game type. If you are in reach of loot, meaning you're less than 1 inch away, it's a free grab action. Same with running through loot. If you're running on the board, you touch loot, it's basically yours. But if you're not within reach of loot, you can still get it if you're within yellow of it. Yellow meaning the limiter. If you're still within yellow of it, you can use an action to get it. And I think that's what Big Bad Goliath is gonna do. He's gonna use his last thing here and grab some loot. And we'll see what he does with that later. Okay. R.I.P. Mordecai. But that's the end of Team Left's turn. Yeah, thanks, Chaos. It's always good to make sure I can help get the rules confirmed to me. Oops. Okay, Amara better step up and do something here, though. Or we might have to inspire actually and get these guys in the back row up on this side of the table. That's what we're gonna do. It also takes a counter off the token off the timer here. So first of all, what happens when you inspire your team, if you don't know, I'll explain it quickly. You get to flip all your tokens back over, not your shields, not out of ammo guns either. They still reload like normal. You get your tokens back, but also your fodder gets to make a move. That's important. That's what you're kind of trying to balance here. So my 2 Marauders and my 2 shotgun tanks will get to do something now. These 2 shotgun tanks are gonna run here. And then, so they have basically 1 yellow action token on their card, so they can move 1 yellow or shoot 1 yellow. That's it though, because they're not very strong yet. Okay, and we'll take one of these off the clock. Great. They're ready for a new action, new round. But first, this side of the table is going to get to take a turn, but they also need to re-inspire their team, so get their tokens back. Cool. They get all their things back, and then the 2 suicide psychos and the 2 regular psychos are going to take a turn, both, and they're going to try to run. He's going to go. They're going to run back here to support Salvador, and these 2 are going to run up here to support Mose. Okay. Alright, and we gotta take a tire off the pile. Oopsies, I dropped the tire on the floor. Okay, so quick recap. Both teams are now inspired. Mordecai is the first one to die. Was too brazen, ran out there, tried to get some good shots on Salvador. He did hurt Salvador quite a bit, but wasn't enough. Now we're back at full strength. We have team left here with Mose, a couple fodder, and we have team Salvador over here with some support. They have their Goliath here in the middle of everybody. That was going to be interesting to see. And then over here, the non-purple ringed characters. We have Amara left with some Marauders, a badass Psycho back here, some tanks, and the Skag. See what the Skag can do. So, with that being said, we'll start another wave, I guess you might call it. Badass Psycho is not going to be able to do very much. He doesn't have very much movement, which kind of stinks. But he can freeze people. He can make it so they can't move, which is pretty neat. He's got a raging assault. I think what I'll do is I'll run up and kind of use his thing so the guy can't move within red. He can still maybe attack. Goliath might still be able to attack him though. Should I hold him back and wait for him? Yeah, I'll make the Goliath come to me. One of the perks you can do when you're playing against yourself. So put him maybe here. And then he's got a reaction, a token left for reacts. Okay, yeah, let's see. Let's move Salvador up and get some shooting in. Get some range attacks for you guys. He's got a 1 yellow left, so that's going to get him right to the edge of here. Maybe a little further in. He can see the Skag, the Tink, and the Marauders. I think he's going to try and shoot some Marauders. Okay, so that's 1 yellow token to move. And then a rapid 2 corrosive shot on the first Marauder here. Yep. But there's going to only be red dice since he only has red tokens left. Whoops. Oh no, I rolled it on the floor. Timeout. We're not allowed. No floor rolls allowed in my house. Okay. We have an attack of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from Salvador. Versus, who are we shooting again? Oh yeah, the Marauder. They have to crit and they fumble. So that one's dead. Let's draw a loot token. Yeah, exactly, Chaos. Yeah, I wanna fight in a Legoland battle space of your own design. Make it happen, man. The tabletop is really not as important as the models. The models are what make the game, but the tabletop is just where they experience the game, right? So drop one of those loot tokens. This one comes off the board. And I guess he'll shoot the other one with a rapid, same rapid, probably a walking fire penalty because you're switching targets. So I'll count that. It's 8. It was Salvador's. Rapid 2. So this would be a new attack from Salvador. He got a 5 this time, and the other Marauder is getting a fumble. He made it, even with the cover and walking fire. He still gets them. Bravo, Salvador. So yeah, some more loot on the table. Yeah, he won't be able to get those because they're out of his yellow range, but Amara could, with an action token, scoop up that stuff. Reload her guns and etc. Great. What are we doing next? That was Salvador's turn. It still is his turn technically. And he's got some red tokens left. So should we shoot some Tink? Or should we try to shoot the Skag? Or should we try to shoot the Badass Psycho? I say you can try and shoot the Badass Psycho with some yellow or red, his red tokens a couple times, because it still is rapid. And it's corrosive. That's first one's a fumble of rapid 1 of 2. He got a 6, 7 versus Badass Psycho's roll of 7, 8. So you miss, Salvador. He's still got about maybe 4 more rolls in him though. Okay. That's a 8 attack from Salvador versus Badass Psycho's defense of not 8, 4. So that first rapid hits. Oops, wrong dice. And That was rapid 1, so we got to do it again. 8 versus crit. So he only hit him one time. Now he can react now that the rapid attack is over. And I think he's gonna try to get away from Salvador. Stop shooting me! Stop shooting me! I'm gonna run over here. Oops, I put the wrong token down there. There we go. Okay. So now Salvador cannot see him anymore. So if Salvador has one more red token, I might save that for a reaction. Yeah, and I will save that for a reaction. What are we doing here? Amara needs to do something. Maybe should we go make Amara kill Salvador? She probably can. She's at full strength, and she's got a deadly weapon. Should we send the Skag in? Claw him up. I want to fight the Skag versus the Goliath. That sounds like fun. So we're gonna send Amara after Salvador. She's gonna get up close and do a phase grasp on him. Actually, she's gonna go do a melee attack. She's got a weapon with deadly, which means it does 2 wounds. She's also gonna gain surge and an elemental type. I don't know. Let's give her fire. With all of her, well, before the attack, you can give it surge and elemental type of your choice. So she's gonna move her yellow token over here, be in reach, and do a cleaver attack on Salvador, which if it hits, it's gonna kill him. It'll do 2 wounds. That'll be at the end. Oh, she missed. Well, I haven't decided if she missed or determined if she's missed yet, because she only got a 5. Salvador only has yellow left. Salvador got a 6. So she missed. But you know what? She got enough tokens. She can try again. Oh, Amara with another like 5. That was terrible. Versus Salvador. What is he gonna get? He's gonna get a 4. And a 5 because he has 1 to melee. Oh my goodness! Come on, Amara. She whiffed on 2 green tokens. She has 1 more yellow token. Going for the Hail Mary. Attacking. Another melee attack on Salvador. All she has to do is hit him once. 7, 8, 9, 10. Versus Salvador. He got a fumble. What? That's a goodbye to you, Salvador. Okay. Great. Let's take Salvador off the board. See you later. And we have to put down. He had 4 action tokens. So that means we put down SD5K. It's definitely the one that comes with combat zone. But as far as I can tell, I was never told this, but from my own deductions, it looks like there is one coming for Borderlands based on the pictures of it. I saw some of the pictures of the limiter. Maybe you can go see, maybe it's on the game found or something still. But if you go look at some of the close-up detailed pictures, you will see that the limiter does look different in those example pictures. Whether that means that's going to be a final product or not, but I could see them changing it. This one's pretty cyberpunky with the, you know, kind of looks like a circuits or something to me. All those angles and lines definitely makes it look like a cyberpunk thing. It's not gonna we'll see it. We'll probably see another one, but that's just my own opinion, of course. Boom, boom, boom. What's his name is dead, and she's gonna scoop up all his loot too for killing Salvador. 4 loots to Amara. Cool, 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 cool. Maybe turn in 1 for ammo. And somebody confirm that's what you can do with your loot tokens. Yeah, 4 loots to Amara. Yeah, I could hear myself. That was hilarious. Yeah, you can use an ammo token to draw from the ammo dump. So that's what Amara's doing. Let's see what she gets. Another grenade. I don't think you're allowed to. Oh, I still can hear myself. What's going on here? That's got to be coming from. Yeah, it was Android. Guilty. That's what happens when you're listening to the Discord at the same time. Um, yeah, Amara turned in her loot, her ammo for loot, but she just got a grenade, and it's not even any better than the grenade she already has. So womp womp. That's it for Miss Amara's turn, though. Let's go to who do we want to do? We want to use Goliath or Mose. Let's see if we get Mose to take out the badass psycho. Let's get yeah. He's has all of his tokens used up right now, so he can't uh, react at all. So yeah, Mose is gonna try and kill this badass psycho over here. Oh, I forgot to give Mose her badass token because she can still summon Iron Bear, and we didn't inspire. So, and has she taken out any rivals yet? No, not yet. So if she takes one out, she gets an extra badass token just like that. That's okay, Grove Druid. It happens. Glad to have you here. She got an attack of. We're using just that shock weapon again. 3 for 5 versus. Oh yeah, badass psycho only has yellows. He's got reflexes of 1. Oh, you missed Mose. That's why I call her Miss Mose. Let's see here. Okay, we'll try again. 7, 8, 9 versus his 6, 7. So Mose hits, and then when she, because of her mod, 1 additional wound. So just like that, badass psycho is redlined. He can't react. I should probably start using some luck tokens too. Hey, I forgot about them sometimes. um, one more shot from Mose will be it. Oh, I should see if he gets shocked, but he probably won't last long for shock. Oh, he gets shock. Your zap. I'm pretty sure you do the shock damage when they inspire. When you inspire your team, that's when you do a roll to see if you get the elemental damage. Oh, that's a crit from Mose versus his. He must crit. It's not a crit. That's the dead badass cycle. He has 2 action tokens, so he's gonna drop 2 loot. How are we doing on the crowdfunding? Wow, 777,000, 100,000, and still over 9 minutes. I don't think it's ever gone below 9 minutes yet, has it? That's impressive. Just gonna do a quick update here, see what's going on. Yeah, 9 minutes, 24 seconds. Oh, I guess that must have froze on me. Just when I refresh the screen. We'll back up here. It's under 10 minutes still. Or 9 minutes. It's all about to go under 9 minutes. I mean, of course, it's under 10 minutes. Wow, we've been going 40 minutes longer. 250 backers. Good job. That's huge. Fun. Okay, what are we doing next here, chat? Let's see. We have Amara and and an adult skag on this side of the table with some fodder, and we have Mose and Goliath with fodder left over here. Mose just took her turn to kill. Oh, she gets a badass token for taking somebody out. Yeah, when she takes out a rival, she gets a token. Let's see if we can get her to activate Iron Bear in this game type. That'd be fun. I haven't done that yet. So that's going to be it for her turn. She's done. We're going to go back to team right side of the table. I guess we have to activate Mr. Skag. Mr. Skag's going to go running over here to the Goliath. Probably put some hurt on him. So that's one yellow token to move. Alright, let's see. And then we have a yellow token attack on Goliath from Skag. That is a 2, 3, 4, 5 versus Goliath's red shield roll of 5. So, sorry mate, that's a miss. Mr. Skag, try to get a deadly crit. We only got a 7 out of the Skag this time versus his Goliath shields of 3. Not enough, so that's a broken shield for Goliath, but no wound. And that's going to be it from the Skag. What else are we going to do here? That's going to be it for that side of the table. They're all out of tokens. Goliath is going to get to do some damage, maybe kill this Skag, because it's right in front of him. This Goliath is unbeatable, though. Once you give him a shield, he's so tough. He costs a lot, though. He's probably the most expensive model on the table at 31 points. But let's do it with yellow tokens. Yeah, if you guys in the Twitch chat here want to see some of the cards for this game type, let me know. If you have someone in mind, or you're just curious about how their skills and abilities, I'm allowed to show them. So just yeah, let me know. Happy to share. Anyways, Goliath, kill this Skag. He's right in front of you. Goliath gets a roll of 5. What gun are we using here, by the way? Oh yeah, we're using the pickaxe, which has deadly and charge. So he gets a roll of 5. Skag's gonna roll a fumble. You are wounded, Mr. Skag. Oh, that's 2 wounds since deadly, actually. Cool. Alright, one more attack. If he hits, that's a dead Skag. Crit. Fumble. Luck token. I keep forgetting to use luck tokens. If he crits, he's alive. He doesn't crit. That's a dead Skag. He's going to drop 3 loot tokens. And the Skag can't equip gear. So it can pick up loot, though. It can pick up loot, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to say it will if I'm not... I'll have to recheck the rules later. Get the Goliath off the board. Why not? I'll leave it on there. They cannot equip gear, but they can carry loot, I'm pretty sure. Since this uses the regular loot cards, how does explosive work? Yeah, it is changed to Wonder. Here, I can read and read them to you. I had it open just a few minutes ago. I printed out the rules beside me here. I'll do explosive and then I'll explain. Oh, maybe I'll explain grenade first. The way grenade works. The grenades are weapons similar to guns. They show an attack, which they allow your model to take. There are 4 main differences between grenades and other weapons. Using a grenade is a free action, so just like the original Borderlands rules, and does not require an action token to be exhausted. The grade that you still use the color of dice shown on the card. The grade will show a die color. This is the color used to take the attack, regardless of the action tokens the model may have available. So if you are redlined, but your grenade shows it's a yellow dice, you get to roll the yellow dice, not reds. Grenades are always exhausted after being used. An ammo token may be used to refresh your grenades so they can be used again. So it's kind of like a one shot per game. Unless you get something to reload it, you're going to be able to do it once per game. Yeah, a model may take only one grenade attack per activation. Okay, but let's go to explosion specifically. Explosive is similar to blast, but it's only one wound here. I had the... Hang on. Bear with me, chat. We're going to find the glossary. Here we go. Explosive. Here's the definition from the glossary. Explosive attack affect every model within red of the target. Only one roll is made to determine the attack. Each model affected by the explosive attack defends separately. Explosive attacks may target a spot on the battle space instead of a model. That's a huge key difference. You can throw it at, you know, around the corner type thing. If you can't, you know, you can target, you can still get them within range. You can still maybe hit your targets or more than one target. So there's also doesn't seem to be any rule for if you fumble a grenade attack. I'll have to reconfirm that. But yeah, if you fumble it, it just seems like it's just a normal miss. Because it says they do work like weapons in that regard. So there's no fumbling with a gun. So yeah, I hope that explains it well. You're welcome, Saranith. Yeah, happy to explain the rules to you guys. This is a community effort here. I gotta close a window. There's getting some sunlight on our game board here. It's getting too bright. Alright. Did our camera freeze up on us? Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Glad you're all enjoying the stream so far. Who, if you can hear me, who pledged yet? Did you guys do your Endgame one yet? Did everyone shoot their shot, so to speak? Yeah, Chaos, you're right. They were playtesting the rules. We were mucking around with the explosions in combat zone, so we'll see. Might work in this game type. It kind of makes more... Blasts seems to be a bit more rare, or explosions seem to be a bit more rare in this game. A few guns do explosive, but mostly grenades are where the seems... And I guess I haven't drawn any rockets in a while, but I bet you rockets are the same. You probably can shoot them to the ground. Let's see, is there maybe there is a part about rockets? Probably not. I don't remember there being a section about rockets. Yeah. No, just grenades got a special page. Or special paragraph, I should say. Okay. Where were we at? Our Goliath just... No, where'd Goliath go? Did we kill Goliath? We didn't kill Goliath. Why is Goliath off the board? Oh, I took the wrong dumb... I took the Goliath model off, not the Skag is the one who died. Yeah, Saranith is... That's... Yeah, I mean, there was a point made about that where metagaming, you know where some of these models are hiding, but your characters might not be able to. But in Borderlands, it's kind of meh. It's like it's such an explodey game, and everyone's so frantic that you're probably gonna know where most of the other models are in relation to your models on the board. Okay, Adult Skag just died from Goliath. Goliath can still have a turn though, actually. He's got 2 yellow tokens and a red left. And he's standing within melee distance of Amara. So let's do it. Let's try to pickaxe Amara. Let's see if we can get her. Goliath got a 9. Amara is gonna roll her defense or her shield. Didn't get it. Okay, so it broke her shield. But it is deadly, so the shield gets broken and then she gets 1 wound through the shield. Okay, and then another attack from Goliath. That's just a 5 versus Amara's. Let's roll the yellow. Fumble, roll luck token that. So that means we get to re-roll. And she still didn't beat it. 2 wounds on Amara. Boy, that's such a deadly, such a good weapon to have on him. You just run in there, do 2 wounds just like that. Goliath. Goliath was a champion last game too, if I remember correctly. Luckily for Amara, Goliath is out of turns. So the table comes back to team right. They're doing terrible over here. They only have Amara, who's going to get all of her tokens back. And then just some fodder over here. So they're inspiring, so that means we take a tire off the pile, off the objective stack. You're only allowed, in this game scenario, you're only allowed inspiring 6 times. And then the game's over, and then we count who got the most points. Okay, back over to this side of the table. They're also going to have to... Oh, I forgot to move the fodder. The fodder can pretty much only take their turn when they... there we go. They can see Amara. When you do inspire team, that's when the fodder really shines. They're going to do a shoddy attack on... Alright, if it resolves this attack, they can move red directly away from the initial target. I don't want that, though. Yeah, they're going to each get a shot on Amara. Not Amara, the Goliath, I mean. Only one can see the Goliath. The other one cannot. So the other one's going to run yellow out to here, maybe. The other one it's kind of blocked by the boxes, but we'll shoot at Goliath. You got to. Can't just let him sit there and do nothing, right? So the attack roll is a 4-5 from the shotgun tank versus Goliath's shield of 5. Goliath what a tank. It's pretty hard to get taken down. Man, how long are you guys gonna keep this endgame going? This is awesome. It's been almost an hour. Almost 300 backers. That's awesome. So stellar, you guys. Oh yeah, so they inspired. We took a tire. Now team left is gonna inspire. Mose gets a badass token for that. Yeah, they inspire. Oh, their psychos and suicide psychos are going to do something, though. My suicide psychos are over here. Let's just move the regular psychos first. So it's going to run over here. And his buddy's going to follow him right there. The suicide cycles are just going to try to run at Amara, maybe explode her, but they're not going to be able to get quite in range of her. I think they have to be within reach. Oh, when this model ends its movement, you may remove it from play to give all models a burning token. I don't want to do that yet, though, because I'll be burning the Goliath as well. The Goliath can take it. He's got hit points. Amara doesn't. Alright. Okay, let's go do Amara here. She's getting surrounded by the enemy, though. She doesn't... Are you finding or foresee running out of action tokens with all the characters? Yeah. Actually, SD5. Yeah, I've already... Just with the demo team that's printed in the book here, I've already had to borrow tokens from my combat zone supply. So, but they might give you more tokens with the expansion pack. Maybe go ask in the Discord if that's the case, because I could see them providing more It's not hard to see that you'll run out of tokens quickly in this action token. So yeah, ask him. I would like to know as well, to be honest with you. Amara, it's not looking good for Team Right over here. Let's see what she can do. Um, Man, Mose is at full strength. Goliath at full strength. I guess we'll just try to plow the Goliath as much as she can before she dies. Oh, she can. It's her activation. She can turn in loot loot tokens. And get 2 health back. So we're gonna change her back to green, yellow. She's doing fire damage. So yeah, let's do this. Attacking with green. Oh, she can recharge her shield too. Let's try it. Shield recharged. Green. Phase grasp on. Oh no, we're gonna do the deadly cleaver because she's also got a deadly cleaver just like Goliath has. Melee attack. Well, but then Goliath can defend with his melee versus her phase that can't. But if I do hit him, it's 2 wounds. Let's just do it. She's gonna melee attack him. 9, 10, 11, 12 versus Goliath's roll of not 12, so his shield's broke and he gets a wound. He's gonna react now with a yellow and try to hit Amara. So a reaction from Goliath, he gets a 3, 4, 5. Amara is going to use her red to defend her shield. She fumbles, shield's broken. And his attack is also deadly. So man, just deadly versus deadly over here. Right. Now back to Amara's turn after that reaction. She's going to hit him a second time. Maybe we can nuke him if we get some good rolls from Amara. Oh, that's a big one. That's a 14 from Amara versus Goliath roll of not a 14. That's 2 wounds to him. He's going to react with a yellow now. This is a little bit tricky to keep track of sometimes. So he's going to now do a deadly attack on her. He got a crit, so she must crit or else she's double wounded as well. Ouch. So her yellow goes away to red, and her green also goes to red. That's gonna really slow her down. All right, back to Amara. She only has red attacks left. It's gonna be red die versus red. Oh, she crit. If Goliath fails this, and he did, he's gonna use a luck token though to re-roll. He must crit or he's dead. That's a dead Goliath. He's taken out. He's gonna drop 4 loot tokens. Groovy. Amara, at the skin of her teeth, made it. She's so redline, she's not going to be long for this world. And she's going to call her turn. Let's bring it back to team left. Mose. Let's go finish off Amara. And that'll probably be pretty much game because there's only going to be fodder left. I'll probably call it there. She's going to move a yellow token here. She can shoot all ranges. She just has to hit Amara 1 time. That's how wounded she is. So Mose. And you know what? Even for fun's sake, since we're almost done here anyways, before she does that, let's say she she's gonna turn in her 3 badass tokens and become Iron Bear. We haven't had Iron Bear on the board yet in this game type. So let's do it. Where is my models? Hang on. Hang on a sec, chat. There he is. IB, come at me. And then we are now Iron Bear, who has 2 greens and a yellow. So he's going to use a green to move like here, behind Amara, and then use a second green attack. He's got, what, rapid 3. You're done. He missed the first one. 7, 8, 9, 10. Amara, you must crit or you're dead. That's going to be, I think, game, because there's only fodder left on this side. Yeah, that is game. It's pretty easy to tell who won. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. Do you guys and gals have any more questions, or you want to chat about something, or ask me some? Want to see some cards? Yeah, it makes Iron Bear do some parkour. Wonder how that would work. He does have he has no movement. I know if this one was taken out. There's different levels of them too, right? So that's only Iron Bear level 1. I don't think there's a level 2 card yet. I didn't get one anyways, but it does exist in a different version, in the final version. Anyone see some cards? Alright. First we'll move this here. Alright. There's your Mara cards. It's Mordecai. You can if you compare these to your cards already, they look like they might have the same cards like the ones you might already have, but they're not. And even these skills here will be different than the ones you might normally have. There we go. And there's Bloodwing. Let's get into some funky ones, so let's see who we can tease. Iron Bear, Mose. Yeah, we don't want to see these ones. There's Lilith. She's got Phase Walk. It's easy but difficult. You just move her. Just boom. She's there. She's not a bad price at 19 to start. What's her end card? Oh, look how strong she gets. 4 tokens, hit and run. 2 will, 2 range, 3 melee. See, there's different versions of her too. See, this is a 2-star. Gear is randomly, yeah. So if you see at the bottom here, it says 2 guns, 2 ammo dump. When you build your team with the cards, then draw these cards. All as you know, some characters don't have it. Like these guys don't have any gear. No gear on them, but she does. And then with all the gear you've now drawn before the game starts, you can distribute it amongst your team as much as you want. So the gear they come with is definitely gonna have an impact on your choice when you're building these lists, because you know you might think it's fun to build a team of almost all fodder people with no guns, right? Or some of these guys like here, Headshot Psycho, he's got a tiny bit of ammo dump, but you're gonna have no guns, which they are cheap characters. You could maybe overwhelm with numbers, but you don't get weapons with them, so it definitely like helps you weigh your decisions, I guess you could say. Yeah, and then like I said, multiple versions of the same level. So here's just level 2 one. She's got dramatic entrance, as opposed to this one back here who has hit and run with the. That might even have different skills. 2, 2, 3. Yeah, see? Oh no, that's the same. That is the same. But oh no, it's different. It's 2, 2, 3, but this one's melee, not reflex. So yeah, loads of cards. Krieg. Probably scrolling too fast for you. Roland. You're gonna even turrets. I guess that's his turret, isn't it? Yeah, it's his companion. That's neat. There she is, Tiny Tina herself. Burn all the babies. This model's first range attack gains explosive. Isn't she cool? Tina or Tina Velter vibes. Or that'd be Louise. Louise is the younger one. Tina's the older sister. Easy and difficult. Yeah, how is it easy but difficult? But Donkadonk says this model may take one free attack during its activation. Wow, that's huge. That's big. But Donkadonks. Dina. Anyone else you want to specifically see? I can show you while we have it on screen here. Aurelia. Let's look at some of the bad baddies. There's your classic Borderlands 2 picture, headshot Psycho. Steve. Yeah, yeah. Also, just cool to see this artwork right now. There's your Goliath card. He's so deadly. I even forgot to do this. The Rapid 2 during the game. He should have been just pummeling everything and everyone. This is, as far as in my own testing, this card's gonna be one to watch out for right early on. He's a brutal model, and he does go raging. As you can see, you just made it angry. He does have a raging ability still. Nomads, Psycho Tinks, Badass Tinks. Here, let's look at some clap traps. There's Cluck Trap. And then it's Punk Stabby Clap Trap. And the Strongman. Boxing Champ. I like Boxing Champ a lot for some reason. He's one of my, I don't know why, but he looks so funny with the helmet, the matte helmet on. Same with this one. The points to spend on your team is determined at the beginning of the game. It's up to you and your opponent. This one I think was a 100 model example, but you know, if you want to do 120, 140, 150, 200 plus, it does scale up. You know, be expected to play longer with bigger points, and you might want a bigger board with 200 points. The game does recommend, you know, from about 100 to 150 points, this size board is enough. But if you're going to start going larger than 150, even from my own experience playing Combat Zone, you're probably going to want a bigger board because it's going to get intense on a little board. It gets really intense and lots of targeting, and unless that's the kind of game you're looking for, but I would say over 150, go with a larger board. Push two boards together if possible. Yeah. Firebot. Recycler bot. He's got a dustpan hand. Isn't that funny? Torgue charger. So badass. SD5K. So badass. This model's range attacks getting Rapid 2 and Incendiary. One thing I do notice a difference between Borderlands, this Into the Badlands skirmish versus Combat Zone skirmish. This is a lot more. It's going to be a lot more explodey with all the grenades, and a lot more rapids. A lot of guns have rapid, and this is going to be pretty awesome to see. The shields also are a pretty interesting mechanic too. Psycho Reaver's card, big boy. Badassosaurus. He's playable. He's playable. He's 46. 46 points, almost half of a standard game. He's kind of like the Atom Smasher. But holy cow. 4 to the range. 4 green action tokens. Are you kidding me? And it can sacrifice a wound to give all other models burning tokens. Oh my, yeah. Okay, did not expect to see Badassosaurus is playable in skirmish into the Badlands. How exciting is that? Skagzilla's in here. Pete the Invincible. He's a raid boss. I don't think that. I think this one might. I think this card might have snuck in there. I'm not sure why that one's in here. Oh, yeah, that's the back of his card. See the back. He becomes a raid boss. Let's examine this one real quick. He's got 3 greens, 58. He is a boss for sure. 3 range, 3 punch, 2 reflexes, and 2 yellow shields. Damn. All of this model's attacking incendiary, and he's explosive. Oh, he gets 2 guns, 2 ammo dump, and then he's a raid boss. When he suffers a wound, he becomes yellow instead of red. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's got a lot of hit points. Cromarax, another raid boss. 75 points. Woof! 2 green shields, 4 green tokens. There's his raid card. 68 over here on Dexduous, the Invincible. Terramorphous, the Invincible. These are definitely the new ones, hey? From the new expansions that are coming out. So there's some artwork for you guys. Take a peek. Man, Cromrack, 75. He's probably the most expensive. Very cool. Yes, that's true, Cass. Yeah, as many as you want and can afford. It's up to you to build your team. I mean, you're probably also limited by your models too, right? Like, especially it's going to be interesting to see because you got to remember too, those other big models, the Badassosaurus and Psycho Reaver and even the Iron Bear stuff, they have a bigger footprint on the board, so that makes them even easier to attack as well, right? They can't hide around a little box or a barrel or a barricade anymore. They're going to be poking out. I might even, if I was playing, I might even give it rules that you know, because let's put him on the board here to see what he looks like versus these other models. You know, normally in combat zone, if you know a model's on the table, it's the game only exists in 2D. So if your circle of your model can't see the circle of the other model, you can't shoot him. So for example here, hopefully oh, I got this thing on board. Yeah, you could Chaos. You imagine the sky's the limit sometimes with that stuff, right? But yeah, let me get back to what I was saying here. The way line of sight works, if Amara can't see this guy's, you know, can't see his circle, she can't shoot him, but maybe she could see his head because he's so tall. Maybe we have to make some rule adjustments because he's so tall. He could, you know, normally he's so like, do you really think this little barricade here is gonna give him cover? He's so tall, he's gonna, you know, you can see, I don't know. Maybe he shouldn't, maybe they can't use obstacles as cover. That might be an interesting rule, because, you know, he's all up here to her. Another thing I should mention about this game when you're picking teams, this game type. Let me find the rule sheet for it. You kind of, you might, there's like a draft mode you guys might be able to take. So normally, it's you can pick whatever whatever characters you want. Like if you have the model and the card, you can play it, right? But there's a draft mode in this game. So at the start of here, I'll read you the rules. At the start of the draft, each player rolls the obstacle dice. The highest result takes the first pick. When a player picks a model, they take its card and the corresponding plastic miniatures. So basically, you can't. If I take psychos, you can't take psychos as well as your fodder. All psychos are as many as I want. The psychos are my fodder, but you can pick something else like the Marauders now. And then once you have the Marauders, I can't pick them anymore either. Yeah, so if players agree, they may choose to use a limited draft, so each model is only available to one player. For example, if a player drafts a psycho for their fodder, They have access to all of that Psycho's models. Their rival may draft the badass Psycho, but cannot draft a Psycho for their fodder, even if additional models are available. So something different, yeah. Drafting mode's kind of neat. Kind of adds just one more layer. There's also cards that have legendary symbol on them, so you cannot have two or more models of the same legend. Both players may have one model of the same legend, so both players may draft Mordecai for their team, but no player can have two Mordecai models on their team. If that makes sense. Yeah. So how are we doing on the end game? Still over 9 minutes. You guys are beasts. Extended by an hour 15. Man, 12 of you still watching, even though we're not even playing the game anymore. Yeah, we've been streaming for almost over an hour and a half. I'm probably gonna call it here then, and we'll go chat back in the Monster Fight Club Discord. So, yeah, that was fun. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I'm glad I could show you the skirmish mode one more time. Don't forget to make those final endgame pledges if you haven't already, and get in there. And then come chat and say hi. It's really fun over there. So yeah, have a great rest of your day, everyone. May all your dice rolls be crits. Ah, you hit it too early. So, so yeah, as I was saying, goodbye, everyone. Thank you for the follows and the just hanging out and chatting. May all your dice rolls be crits. I'm out of here. Bye bye.